Hello again, YouTubians. How are you? I'm doing okay. Found something new at the local Walmart. Something that they haven't really had in a while, and something I don't own any of are these Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron action figures, robots. There he is in his truck mode, and here we get a quick look. There's not a whole lot going on. Some pictures of other vehicles or transformers and stuff in the line. You got some pictures back here, which actually look pretty nice. Yeah, the truck mode. It's much smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I've heard people say it was small, but I really do kind of like it. I mean, if you know what Optimus Prime looks like, you can basically tell what's going on here. You know, chest, arms, legs, and hands, and everything. I mean, yeah, you can tell all that. The gun, you can either plug it in here, or on the sides, or on this side. And you can also plug it up in these smokestacks. I guess that's more for robot mode. But you can't do that. I think it really is a nice looking little vehicle though. You know, you got some nice painted detail. At least they did the rims. That's the Autobot symbols look nice. I got a little bit of paint slop right down in there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see that. A little bit of paint slop. No big deal. A little bit of paint up here. I'm not even sure what that's supposed to be. Looks like there's a little bit of paint back here on his legs, and that's pretty much it. It is very simple. It is basic, I guess, but yeah, it doesn't seem like the middle wheels want to roll. But seriously, who just sits around rolling their Transformers? You put them in a pose, you put them on a shelf, and there you go. Just to illustrate how small this guy is, here is a bag of M&Ms. Peanut butter M&Ms. I like them. But, oh my goodness, like look at that. I mean, he's like half the size of what's it say? Oh, bag. 240 calories. I mean, he is actually pretty much he's even skinnier than that. About the same width, I guess, but it is very tiny. But I don't hold that against this figure. I think it looks very, very good. So, give me a second. We will take a look at him in robot mode. And, obviously, I'm not going to do the transformation. And here we have Transformers. And here we have Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron, Optimus Prime in his robot mode. That's a lot to say. And I honestly think he looks really nice. He is still a tiny little guy. Once again, let's bring in the bag of M&Ms. He's still much shorter than that. But he looks good. I don't mind it. The one little gripe I have is the center piece here. Like it has to do with how you rotate these arms back, and it doesn't seem like it sets high enough. Just in my opinion. Maybe that's the way it was designed. I'm not sure. But I really do think he looks really cool. Let's get him straightened out a little bit. His head sculpt looks pretty nice. I have to admit, he's got a really nice ball joint actually. And you can have his head like for flight poses, I assume. But I mean, that goes way up, well, not way down, but it goes down, you know, left and right. You got a little bit of a tilt. It's very effective, and it works. His arms are on a ball joint. You know, they'll do the full 360, which I don't know why people are obsessed with 360, because most things can't do that in real life. But you get a little bit of on that joint. You get a little bit of in and out pivot like this, which helps with the posing. He's got the bicep swivel, which is pretty cool. A really good, like seriously really good elbow joint. Yeah, this is one piece that bugs me. This really doesn't lock into place. It just kind of sits back there, but when you get him in the right pose, you don't really notice it or mind. Obviously, same for both arms. He holds his weapon, very nice, and it is a pretty decent looking. It's a pretty decent looking weapon. I don't have any complaints. I can take this out, and I guess I should show that, shouldn't I? Take that out. You can put it up here in the smokestack, and actually raise that up to have it as kind of a shoulder-mounted thing. His articulation. He does have a waist joint, which is surprising for a figure this size. And you get a little bit of tilt like this due to the transformation, which is pretty cool. Hips, ball joint, upper swivel here above that thigh. So you get a lot of movement there. Knee is amazing, kind of due to transformation, but I mean, it is his knee joint nonetheless, so I mean, that's awesome. And here at the foot, it's on a ball joint. It goes up, down, you can swivel it left to right, and not a whole lot of pivot. But in this scale, like the prime figures, the deluxes are a lot bigger than him. But overall, I think he works well as a figure. In conclusion, I think if you can find this guy, he was pretty cheap at Walmart. I'm not sure why they still had him. He's been out for a little while. This is a cool looking figure, folks. I like him. He looks good on the shelf. He's very posable, and I honestly think the more you mess around with him and kind of just play with him and pose him, love him,